Okay, unfortunately I had to start a new video. I'm trying to see if I can, no I can't. I don't know how. Anyway, uh, trying to switch the, stinking old, camera around, but it's like 95 degrees in this garage and I got the fan on low and it's Texas heat. But anyway, I was able to work that thing back on. A little frustrating, but anyway, gotta point this out. There are actually three of these. You have the larger band that goes on the back end, and then you have two slightly smaller radius ones. And I may have that wrong because I kind of missed. No, actually, these are two larger and then one small, so it's large, large, and then right here's a small one. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook those up, and then after I do that, and I should probably go ahead and do that now. I actually have the screws to. That's the throttle sensor. I don't know what I was saying earlier, but anyway, I'm gonna get the screws, hook that back up. This goes to the back end of the petcock, smaller hose. This is the main feed. The booster hoses, of course, this goes into the fuel tank. But when it comes to hookups, just sort of make sure, because I believe I only unhooked two, but just make sure you have everything, tidied back up, because if you don't, you never know. It's more than enough fun to, I guess, not have a working brake light and, I don't know, maybe drive down to the fuel stop for fuel without, what's it called? Insurance. You never know. That could not be good. Anyway, I guess it only took about so many hours of being around all these, vehicle fumes and everything, but apparently there's actually a diagram, and this also talks of the way the hoses are routed. So this is good. You definitely want to pay attention to that. So in any sense, we're gonna hook up. We just got the two screws right here. Small fuel petcock hose, large fuel petcock hose. Back into the gas tank, and then on the other end, I guess I could show you. It's basically just hooking up the throttle cables. And we may actually have to move this over a little bit while we're doing this, but I mean, there's still a little bit of maneuverability, but you can see that it's on there. You can kind of see my thumb right over it. I'm not touching it. I wish I was, but in any sense, you'll get your throttle cables hooked up. This is a short one. It goes closer. One thing I'm going to recommend is leaving a gap of about 3 threads so that when you tighten this one is, I don't want to call it inverse, but unfortunately, you'll have to hand tighten this bottom one to where you tighten this one down to the actual frame. And I had accidentally somehow raised this one up high enough to where there was no room to loosen this one anymore. And so I had to basically cause vibrations to cause this bottom one to loosen so that I could get it, off. But anyway, it's just these two connections and then this crankcase hose right here. So that's pretty much it. Just make sure you don't lose your fuel tank bolts. And I do have a couple other bolts just sort of like lying around that these go to the actual plastics and whatnot. But overall, new oil filter, spark plug, spacing is